awesome.
Do we have any kind of comparison to the towns we're trying to compare ourselves against?
Not at this time.
Sure, we could get
We
that.
could get that.
Get that, but we don't have.
But I
Yeah,
just,
we
can look it
yeah.
up.
We can look it
regardless
up.
of
It's on
that,
the
I'm
website.
just really pleased with the
Yeah, the
improvement
progress
in the SAT
is,
scores.
um,
This
It's
has
a nice
been
exercise to see how we really rate.
a problem.
Using the
how far we're
benchmark
off, yeah,
communities.
benchmark communities.
Yes,
It's
we can do
tremendous.
that.
Yeah.
If
Keep
we
it up.
take, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Nope, just say keep it up.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to the ACT, again, we had a news release from DESE stating that Massachusetts graduates outscore the nation on the 2010 ACT. All of the scores are up, and the Lieutenant Governor said that our students' performance demonstrates that Massachusetts again leads the nation when it comes to achievement, again, being very noteworthy. So if you take a look at the summary results that I forwarded to you, you can see that 62 of our students in 2010 took the ACT as compared to 36 in 2006. So we pretty much doubled the number of students taking the ACT. And what the ACT does, it acts as a predictor of student success in college. So it's a kind of a college readiness test. And you can see by the table on that front page that our students exceed all of the statewide averages for English, mathematics, reading, science, as well as the composite.
The ACT have always confused me. I know it's a big test, bigger test in the Midwest.
Correct.
Why isn't there one test, either the SAT or the ACT? I don't understand. Do kids take the ACT instead of the SAT?
They may take it in addition to.
Yeah,
Most
different
students
subject.
take the SAT.
Yeah.
Right.
But some
some take it.
colleges specifically take the ACT
That's right.
for,
Also,
for
isn't there
admission
wider
purposes.
Subjects too.
I'm sorry?
This,
The
no,
subject.
Yes,
Yeah,
there
more
are more
subjects.
subjects.
More
The
subjects.
state thing is, it's a little harder to compare, because
Right.
probably only the better students or the better
Right.
school
Right.
districts are doing
It
the
is.
ACT.
Different subjects, and
Yeah.
different thing.
Yeah, because I think I scored behind the ACTs and I didn't have to take language actually in college at the time.
Well, that might be the SAT. They have
That's
language
the
tests.
ACTs, no, ACTs.
Really?
I just remember that for the most part, anyone who was taking the ACTs was looking at a different
Different kind of
kinds
school.
of schools.
Right.
Most of them were
There's
out
some
of state. This is not a northeastern thing.
No, it's not.
That's correct.
So
For some schools, you'll see specifically that
Right.
they will
look for the
request it,
ACT,
yeah. So
yeah.
basically what I'm learning is that our students want to leave Massachusetts more frequently.
Well, we do have. I got to tell you, there is a great, and there's not a mass exodus, but there is a mini exodus of students from Massachusetts and the Northeast going down south, and I don't quite get that.
Weather.
North Carolina.
Yeah, but it's like 95 degrees when you move into your dorm, and it's 95 degrees when you move out of your dorm. So I don't.
Maybe but it's only 65 degrees in January and February.
That's true.
Well, it's like
But there has been
twins.
I don't know if but there has been a trend to those, especially the state colleges down there too, North Carolina.
This is
and-
unbelievable. The superintendent's been here less than 3 months, and look at the scores.
I know.
how they've
It's
gone up.
amazing, isn't it?
The impact, right?
Enormous impact.
It's just the
It's
karma.
unbelievable.
And finally, we have our advanced placement score data. You can see that 8 tests were administered. And I think what's remarkable is that if you take a look at the number of students that have taken the test, the number of tests that have been administered over time, we've moved from 88 tests in 2004 being administered to 241 tests being administered in 2010.
I will say this, though, the score average certainly dropped off from 2009
Right,
to
and
2010 considerably.
that's my question. Are we
And even
force
2008.
feeding, not necessarily forcing, but force feeding AP courses, and the result is smaller percentages scoring 3 or higher?
Well, clearly,
I don't
if you have
understand-
if you have 241 tests as opposed to 88, but I'm looking at 2009, 2010.
No,
where
I
the
know, I looked at
number
those
of
too.
tests were almost the same.
Right.
Right.
But the scores were much.
The scores have declined some of them were pretty much even, but I think they've declined in every category, and some significantly.
Yeah.
They're about the same in calculus, AB, physics, and U.S. history, and they've dropped in English, biology, chemistry, U.S. government, and Spanish.
Spanish is only 10 people taking the
Correct.
test, so but still that's
That's a big
really
drop.
significant, and the others were all less.
But we had the highest number of students ever taking the calculus, the physics, and the U.S. government tests.
You know, the AP thing spooks me out a little bit because there are certain students who should not be taking these courses.
Well, that's my point.
That's what I
and-
worry about. But there is, of course, more pressure for kids to take AP
Right,
because
because they get.
there's
the
this, they
colleges
want to
look
get
at
into
'em.
college,
Right.
and it's getting harder and harder to get into college. So,
There are prerequisites,
of course, right.
but I wanted to also note that in 2009, 2010, 150 students in total took those 241 tests. In 08, 09, we had 148 students take the 229
Oh, interesting.
tests.
So their
they're taking
workload
more.
is
So
higher.
There are more students taking the test.
What
And
is the average number of
That I do not know yet.
It would be interesting to know.
Thing is too, now they're signing a contract.
Right.
That if they take the course, they have to take the test, so that's changed too, I think.
That's correct.
Yeah,
I think that changed in 2006.
yeah, was it 6?
I think, but I can't remember. I remember when John
Years
proposed
flying by,
that,
yeah.
and
Okay,
Interesting.
So,
but the SAT scores are great.
absolutely.
And the ACT scores, even though
Wasn't it Newsweek that put us in the top 4.67
Based on
based on AP?
AP,
Right.
the number of AP tests administered.
If we don't look at it negatively, maybe we should look at improving those scores.
That
instead of
exactly, but that's what
not the
Newsweek.
number of people, but
Newsweek is judging the rigor of your school by how many students are taking
the
AP
AP
courses.
test.
and there is thinking out in the education world that it is important to expose students to rigorous courses so that we are pushing them to achieve at higher levels.
I do have one question. I do have one question on AP courses. A lot of schools offer them in beginning sophomore year. We only offer them beginning junior year.
That's correct.
Is there any chance that we could look into offering them earlier for, if we set certain criteria for certain students?
It's a good question. I did ask John a similar question today, and he said due to the prerequisites
That's the thing,
that they need to take,
that's the problem.
most sophomores do not have those prerequisites unless they're in an accelerated course.
It'd be hard to get the prerequisites done in your freshman year
Okay.
for some of these courses.
Your gifted and talented program is
Right.
working in the background.
Yes, right. That would be part of that, right. Okay,
And
great.
then finally, as far as correspondence, there was a memorandum from the North Reading Police Department regarding the school resource liaison officer assignments, so you've had that in your packet.
Back last page.
Nice.
Next meeting is
Next meeting,
27th,
The 27th,
and we've got our assignments for our subcommittee meetings.
we do.
Anything further? Jerry, will I see you at the football game
I'll be on the side.
Thursday night?
Yep.
I'd like a job doing that if you could throw out one of the other crew members, but
You wanna do it?
I'd enjoy it, maybe, I don't know.
Well, you can't step right in, there's some training.
Training required, yeah. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to
So-
adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Venezia, second by Ms. Arquette. All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Good night.
You serious?
I wanted to come early to harass you, but